All right, kids, buckle up. We've got a new event for Hockey Ultimate Team, and it's a good one. NHL did release their Leaders event, giving us 5 new Master Set player items. They all come with team synergies, and they each have one attribute boosted to 99. They've also released a bunch of other ones on a little bit lower rating basis with one stat boosted to 99. So we're going to need to dive into this and see if we can't find the gems and what cards I think you should avoid. So without any further ado, let's get after it here, guys. So first things first, we need to see the cards here. So these are the ones that are available in pack sets, all that kind of stuff. And there is a bunch, and each of them do have one stat boosted to 99. Some of them are extremely useless, and some I think might be sneaky good. There's also the 5 Master Set player items, which are obviously some of the best cards in the game. So if we go to the sets, this works a lot like the classic event. It is on for 2 weeks, and we'll go over the sets real quick. So same thing as before. If you trade in 50 gold players, you will get a gold collectible. It is the currency for this event. Gold collectibles buy everything, and they're obviously stupid expensive now. Moving along, 1 gold collectible trades in. You get a shot at 33% chance for a random leader player. Avoid this set, please, guys. Unless you are just a casual player, only play a little bit, you're only going to get that one untradeable, collectible. Then maybe give it a shot, but in my opinion, it's a huge waste because you could be paying, 50,000 coins for an 82 overall Logan Couture. I would just avoid this set, save the gold collectibles, and see if you can't get 2 more. Because if you do get 3 gold collectibles, you can trade them in for a choice pack, 1 of 3 leader items. Again, there are a few that are not worth it, so this set, again, is very, very risky. Moving right along, we also have the leader master set trade-in. So you trade in 10 of these, works a lot like the classic event, and you're going to get to choose one of the 5 master set items, and I'm going to tell you which ones I think that you should get first, and what one, to be honest, they're all amazing, so there isn't really one to avoid, but just one that isn't as good as the others. They also did a cool thing because they did realize there is a 90 icon Mark Messier. And with the new leader set, obviously, there's already a 90 Messier out there. So you trade in this Messier, you'll get the upgraded stat one for 1 gold collectible. So it is nice that they did include that for everyone that got stuck with Mark Messier. And lastly, the last set available for you here is trading in 9 of the leader collectibles to get 1 gold collectible. This is by doing the offline challenges and whatnot. And we'll see what we can do here. So now let's look into the cards and the things that I think that you should, avoid or go after. Again, this is all going to depend on your team build, how much coins you have. If you're hut rich, you get to kind of do the pick of the litter. If you're not, then you got to be kind of smart with your coins. So we're going to start down at the bottom, all right? So starting off first, the 80 overall Sebastian Eriksson. Now, I need to preface this by saying defense is extremely weak in this game, although left defensemen or left-handed defensemen are a little bit more plentiful. Right defensemen is the weakest position in the entire game, and this is when you combined speed as well, skating as well as shooting. There just isn't a lot of defensemen out there that combine both. So this does have 2 SP, which is great, and his 99 is defensive awareness. Now, defensive awareness and offensive awareness are modifier stats, meaning that they modify all defensive abilities. So a 99 in defensive awareness is actually going to make him play a lot better defensively, because you can't really see it, but it is modifying all of his defensive stats. So that is key. And his speed and skating is pretty good. If you're a free-to-play player, this isn't a terrible card because he does have close to 90 speed. His shot, though, is something that you're not taking shots with him, so if you don't use the point and you need a cheap defenseman, this would be the card to go after. It's not a bad one. Again, because the defensive awareness, it's actually a low-key really good one to have, boosted to 99. Moving along here, we've got the 83 Joe Thornton, 6'4", 220. Guy is a unit, one of my favorite players of all time. And obviously, it's his passing that is boosted to a 99. Problem with Joe, though, is he is a little bit slower, and he's already going to be sluggish because he is gigantic. So 85 skating. He does have 92 balance, so if you're playing on PlayStation, there is not bumps at all in this game, meaning that you can hold the puck away from a person or an opponent, and with the higher balance cards, you're going to have a much even easier time at it. His shooting stats are brutal at 79 and 82 for accuracy and power, but with his passing being 99, he could be someone good to cycle around or break out with. So what you could do is, you get Joe the puck in your defensive zone, and he's the one that you break out with for an outlet pass. But again, that's super situational. I wouldn't seek out Joe unless, again, you can get him for like 10K, something like that. I love Joe, but just not a really amazing card. Next is Rafael Diaz, who is sneaky worth it. Again, right-handed defensemen do not exist in this game, or at least high-end ones. And with Rafael Diaz, his endurance is boosted to a 99. Now, endurance might seem like kind of a boring one, but his skating is all above 90, and with his endurance being 99, it means he doesn't have to come off the ice. This is someone you can just leave on there, and his shooting is pretty garbage at under 80, but he does have the one-time synergy, so if you can activate that, obviously he's going to get a little bit better shooting. This isn't a guy that you shoot with. It's someone that you can run and gun and try and make sure that you always have someone back. You could pair him with, let's say, Brian Leach, someone slower that's really good with shooting, and it would make a really, really good pairing. So this is a card that I'm kind of interested in trying. I did pack him, and we'll see. Like I said, guys, right defensemen are just super weak. I have one of the best teams on PlayStation, and I'm using 85 base Carlson, 86 PK classic PK Subban, and Team of the Week Tyson Barrie, and there really isn't many better options. Next up, we've got Victor Fast, who, in my opinion, is the most interesting card in this entire event. So I reached out about in August to speak with NHL gameplay director Ben Ross, and I asked about aggression and goalie stats and things like that with the new shooting animations and things like that. One thing he brought up is that as goalies progressed throughout the year in HUT, all of their stats went up, and what was not intended was aggression, because aggression is not a stat specifically. Like, if you have 99 aggression, it doesn't make you a better player. It changes the personality of that goaltender, meaning that if he has a 99 aggression, he's playing at the top of his crease, challenging the shooter, leaving the pass completely alone, which can be dangerous. It's why you saw near the end of the year in NHL 19, if there was a 2-on-1 or a 2-on-0, your goalie would be literally out of the crease challenging, and it was just such an easy tap-in goal. Whereas low aggression goalies will sit back in the net, and they can cover one-timers a lot easier because they're not so far out of position if they do decide to pass. Now, because the goalie's sitting further back in his net, that means high glove and wrist shot, short side wristers are more susceptible to go in. The one option I gave you earlier in the year was Sean Burke, and he's actually become one of the more popular goalies to use because he has such low aggression and he plays a lot differently than almost every other goaltender. Victor Fast has a low aggression in 74. His 99 is glove high, which might be the best combination. Now, he's only 6 foot, but what I want to do, and I'm going to have a video on this because I think that this kind of card might be potentially a new meta. I'm going to have someone just rip short side wristers on him and see if he does save them a little bit more, because I think it would be a great combination, and I'm interested to see what happens. So that video is going to come out probably early next week, and I think it's a good combination. It might be nothing, it might be something, but if you pack Victor Fast, I would honestly just keep him, or if you see him for cheap, just try him. I want to see. He's going to play like no other goalie, and especially considering that stats are so low right now, or lower than when they are later in the year, you might be able to take advantage of the fact that someone with 99 glove high might actually be able to rob short side wristers a lot more. Next, we've got the 84 Kevin Lowe. This is my first hard avoid. If you do pack a Kevin Lowe, I would sell him immediately. Just not very good. There are many more better options for left defensemen. Like I said, defense is weak when it comes to shooting and skating, but left defense has a lot more options. So 99 agility, which is okay, but kind of one of the least needed for defensemen. Now, as we go through, all of his skating is under 85, and then his shooting is under 85 as well. This is, it's just, yeah, like agility, I would rather have acceleration to blow back, like to get caught up. Speed, top-end speed being boosted to 99. Agility is for cuts and things like that, something that you want on wingers more than defensemen. He might break the puck out pretty decently if you can, juke someone down low, but his passing's only an 82. This is just someone I would avoid. And following him, we've got the 84 Bo Horvat, 223, 6 foot, dude's a unit. Very good. And he's also got 90 balance, which means, again, going to be harder to bump off the puck. Just under 90 skating. His shooting is under 82, which is kind of weak, but his 99 is puck control, meaning that if you use behind the net and you like to cycle the puck a ton by holding it with a player, again, on PlayStation, this is going to be better to use. This might be a decent card to try. The 99 puck control is an interesting one because it does play into a few other stats, but he is going to be someone that can hold on to the puck quite a bit, especially given his weight and size. Might be a pretty good center, but again, his shooting is kind of weak. Offensive stats are kind of weak, but skating is a 90, and obviously he's a Vancouver Canuck, so it might be popular. Mark Giordano, this would be another hard avoid. Again, there are better left defensemen, and this one might cost you a lot because it's Mark Giordano. I would not pay more than 10K for this card, to be honest with you. His speed is all under 87, so speed 86, agility and acceleration both 86. Shooting, his accuracy is under 80, and his power is only 83. His 99 is strength, meaning that he can lay the boom, but other than that, it's so hard to hit on PlayStation, and his body checking is only an 84, so it's a weird combination, and I don't know if it's going to play really well. I just don't think he's worth it. I would avoid this specific Mark Giordano. Jonas Hiller, kind of a popular one over the past few years in Hut. Not because he's, anything special, but he's 6'2", but he's right-handed, meaning his glove is on the opposite side. It kind of messes players up when they all go down the left hand or the right hand side of the ice and shoot, try and pick that short side wrister. They're going to have to do it on their opposite hand on Jonas Hiller. Now, his 99 is 5-hole, which is kind of a weaker one for Hut. Would be great in ESHL. But for Hut, it's nothing special. I wouldn't go crazy on Jonas Hiller, but he is right-handed, so it is kind of cool. He does have 2 to Wrecking Crew. I wouldn't really seek him out, but if he goes for like 20, 25K, maybe just to have a right-handed goaltender. Then we've got the worst one of the bunch. I'm from the Toronto area. I loved Wendell Carr growing up. This card is terrible, and let me explain why. His shooting is all above 86, which is cool, but his skating, 84, acceleration, 85 agility, 85 balance, 84 speed. Not terrible. Low. It's basically lower for icons, but his shooting kind of makes up for it. It's the endurance being a 77, guys. He's already kind of slow, and he's going to run out of energy almost immediately. This is a hard pass. His 99 is hand-to-eye, which you kind of want on a center more than anything for tips in front. I would just avoid Wendell Clark. He's not worth it, unfortunately, because of that endurance. It kind of tanks the entire card. After that, 86 Steven Stamkos. Honestly, one of the best. He's almost as good as some of the master set guys. So he's right-handed. If you do like right-handed centermen, you do have to play him at center. 99 face-offs, which is fantastic. I hate right-handed centermen, but 99, you got to take Steven Stamkos. 2 to 1-timer, which is a great synergy. 8 is acceleration, agility, 95, as well as speed. His balance is a 90, endurance is an 89. That's great. And his slap shot is 88 power, 85 accuracy, and then 86 power and 84 accuracy for his wrist shot. He's a fantastic card if you get him. I wouldn't spend anything more than 80, 90K, but that face-off rating makes him super worth it, and I can see him going for a ton. And we've got the Owen Nolan. Again, another avoid for me. His skating is really slow, 84. He does have 90 balance and 89 endurance, but again, he's just really slow, especially for a winger. You kind of want fast wingers. Skating is more important for wingers than anything else. And his slap shot power is pretty nice. 89 power, 84 accuracy. Same with his wrist shot. His 99 is poise. Poise is a stat where late in games, they won't lose the puck. They have the shots kind of go in more often than not. It's kind of like a clutch stat. It's kind of cool. It's a niche stat, but I don't know, man. I would sell him as well. It's just like the other combinations of his stats just really aren't all that good, especially for a winger. And then the 88 Keith Tkachuk guy is gigantic, 6'2", 232. The only problem with Keith Tkachuk is his 99 stat is basically useless. 99 durability. Injuries don't happen all that much where they're out of the game in Hockey Ultimate Team. This is kind of a waste, but his shooting is all just below 90, and his skating is just, around the higher end. Like he's under 80, he's under 88 for acceleration and agility, but does have good balance. I wouldn't pay a crazy amount for him. because, he does have 81 faceoff, but he's definitely a winger, and his passing and everything like that is above 88. Big card. If you like cycling the puck, you like bigger players, for sure, Keith Tkachuk's going to be one of the better cards. It's just, I'm not a big fan of him on wingers, being, slow and sluggish. But again, it's all up to play style. Moving on, let's talk about the master set guys. First up, we've got Lassi Kukkonen, who, it's going to depend on who you have. I honestly think this is the best card to take, and I'm going to explain why. On defense, like I said, defense is a lot weaker position this year because there is not a very large amount of high skating, high shooting players. That being said, if you do not have Paul Coffey or Rasmus Dahlin, 100% you should take Lassi Kukkonen. There are other options, and I feel like a lot of people are going to take someone else later on, but he is the most valuable in terms of the gap in players available to you. So if you take one of the forwards, one of the centermen, there are tons of forwards that are around that skill level, whether it be icons, things like that. For defense, there's literally 2 players that are close, and if you don't have one of them, Lassi Kukkonen becomes one of your best defensemen and will be on your team for the next couple months. So let's go over his stats. 90 acceleration, 95 agility, 97 balance, meaning that you can hold the puck in the defensive zone and wait for a breakout, a 96 endurance, and 95 speed. So it all checks out. He's very fast, stays on the ice, fantastic. His 99 is slap shot accuracy. His power is a 91. This is a great combination, guys. One-timers, D2D one-timers used to be the kind of the meta in NHL 19 because of putting forwards on D. You could have a defenseman that was a forward. I think of Bernie Jeffrey on what I used to do, and I would just line up his 99 slap shot accuracy and power and rip it far side. They go in a little bit less in this game because, honestly, the shooting stats are just that much lower, and you can't put forwards on D. Other than that, we've got, with a 99 accuracy and power, it's just that much better. He's by far the best defenseman available in the game. And, if you do, like I said, you don't have Coffey or Dahlin, classic Dahlin, please get him. You won't regret it. Next up, we've got Joel Lundqvist, a good center. He's got great stats, 95 faceoff, so great on the draw. His skating is a 92 acceleration, 96 agility, 95 balance. His 99 is endurance, as well as slapshot power. So he's fantastic. The thing is his slapshot accuracy might be a little low because it's only an 84. But remember this, is that when forwards are taking one-timers, the slapshot power being 99, you're not really ripping it from the point. So the closer you are to the net, the less and less accuracy actually matters. So this is a great card to choose. Unfortunately, with the other cards that are available, I know there's going to be someone else that gets picked, but I don't see any problem with this card. It's a great one to have. Following him, we've got Mark Messier, who, in my opinion, is the worst of the bunch, just because his skating's all under 90. His shooting, though, 90 accuracy, 91 power, 91 wrist shot accuracy, and 99 wrist shot power. So when it comes to centers, in my opinion, I tend to take more slap shots and one-timers with them. My wingers are what I focus on with their wrist shots, but having a player with 99 wrist shot power is wild. That is the upgrade. All the other stats are mostly similar to his icon one, so you're paying the $30K to get the boosted 99 wrist shot power, which is worth it. His faceoffs are a 94. His hand-eye passing all above 93, which is dope. And his offensive awareness and defensive awareness is above 95 as well. So he is a very good card, and he's a little bit bigger. I just think you're going to get more bang for your buck with Joel Lundqvist or the other center that's coming up here. Next, we've got Scott Niedermayer, one of the most popular players, and he's got the sick Jade Mighty Duck logo jersey on. This card looks awesome. 2 to SP, obviously the most popular synergy. Here's the thing. I don't think he's as good as Kukkonen, and I'll explain why. So, his 99 is acceleration, which is key. So, if you get burnt, you can be a little bit more aggressive with him on the ice because he's going to get back in time. His agility is a 93, 88 balance, 92 endurance, and 93 speed. So, good skating. His shooting, though, is where it lacks. 88 power, 82 accuracy for slap shot. I just think that Kukkonen's 99 slap shot accuracy with 91 power is wild. I think that's one of the better ones to have. You can't go wrong with Niedermayer. I totally understand getting him. His 95 passing, so he can break the puck out as well. Stick checking's an 88, 92 blocking. He's a fantastic card. I just think the tiebreaker goes a little bit better skating on Kukkonen and a little bit better shot, especially with that 99 slap shot accuracy. But I don't blame anyone for choosing Scott Niedermayer. Lastly, we've got Jonathan Toews. I feel like everyone is going to pick this card because of the 99 faceoff and the fact that Jonathan Toews does have 1 to SP, 2 to one-timer, so great synergy combo. 95 skating. His slap shot is a little bit lower than the other ones, 87 overall, but his 99 accuracy is pretty wild. His wrist shot power is only an 86, but he's going to be able to pick that corner real nice, especially at this stage in the game before we get into all the 99 overall goaltenders. His other stats, like hand-eye passing, are all kind of mediocre when it comes to the master set player items. So, in the end, guys, there isn't really a bad pick, other than Messier, in my opinion. But any of these other ones are totally viable. If we're doing a ranking system, if you do not have Coffey or Dahlin, Kukkonen would be first overall for me, regardless what your forwards are like. There just is a big gap in top-end defensemen, and he's fantastic. Next would be... It's tough. I like Jonathan Toews. I just like Slapshot better on my centers, but at 99 faceoff and 99 wrist shot accuracy, that's wild. And then Joel Lundqvist has the 99 endurance with already high speed and 99 slapshot power, but then his accuracy kind of takes a dip to 84. So I would probably go Jonathan Toews. After that, it all depends on your need. Again, if you're picking Scott Niedermayer, I would only pick Scott Niedermayer if you don't have Dahlin and Paul Coffey. But I would choose Kukkonen over him. And then Joel Lundqvist is also fantastic. So if you get multiple, maybe go Kukkonen Toews or Kukkonen and Lundqvist. That would be a good combo there. I would not take both defensemen because there are better options, and I think that it's going to cost you a lot to get these guys. That Dahlin is still one of my favorite cards in the game, so I would not take 2. I would go with a forward. So, guys, that is going to do it for this event. There are packs available that you can grab. Watch for the price of gold collectibles, guys. They skyrocketed because of this event, and these are all fantastic cards to go after. So if you are able to do squad battles, if you are able to do hut champs, comp seasons, all of that, to get yourself some more packs, because these are fantastic cards to try and get. So, guys, if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, please leave a comment section down below. I see all of your comments. I'll try to get back to every single one, or reach out to me on Twitter at NoSleevesGaming. All right, guys, you have a good one, and I'll see you next time.